Every year, a remarkable event unfolds across South Asia. It is a grand procession in the sky. Mighty clouds gather over the vast, warm waters of the Indian Ocean. They begin a long and vital journey north. This is the monsoon. It is not just rain, it is a lifeline for billions of people, animals, and plants. The arrival of these clouds transforms the landscape. Dry, dusty lands turn into lush green carpets. The air, once thick with heat, becomes cool and fresh. This annual migration of water is one of the planet's most dramatic and important weather phenomena, a true spectacle of nature's power and generosity. The monsoon is a season of profound change. It signals the end of a long, harsh summer. The sun's intense heat bakes the earth for months. Rivers shrink, and the land thirsts for water. Then, a change comes. The wind shifts its direction. It begins to carry moisture from the sea towards the land. People watch the skies with hope and anticipation. They look for the first dark clouds on the horizon. The scent of rain on dry earth, known as petrichor, is a smell of relief and joy. This seasonal rhythm has shaped life in this part of the world for thousands of years, a dependable, powerful force. The significance of this great sky river cannot be overstated. It is the very heartbeat of the subcontinent. Agriculture, which provides food and jobs for millions, depends almost entirely on these rains. The water fills reservoirs and replenishes groundwater, securing drinking water for the year ahead. The monsoon dictates the cycles of planting and harvesting. It influences economies, cultures, and even the mood of the people. When the monsoon is good, there is prosperity. When it fails, hardship follows. It is a delicate balance, a relationship of dependence between humanity and the immense power of the atmosphere. This journey of the clouds is a story of connection. It connects the ocean to the land. It links different countries under a shared sky. The same clouds that bring rain to the southern tip of India will eventually travel north to the foothills of the Himalayas. This shared experience creates a common bond. From the coastal villages of Kerala to the bustling cities of Pakistan and the rice paddies of Bangladesh, the story of the monsoon is a shared one. It is a reminder that we all live under the same weather systems, all part of one interconnected global climate, a powerful and unifying truth. The monsoon's journey begins with the sun. During the spring and summer months, the powerful sun heats the vast landmass of South Asia. The land, especially the Tibetan Plateau, gets much hotter than the surrounding Indian Ocean. This creates a significant temperature difference. Hot air over the land rises, creating an area of low pressure. Nature always tries to find balance. So, cooler, heavier, moisture-laden air from over the ocean rushes in to fill this gap. This movement of air is the monsoon wind, the engine that drives the entire system. It is a simple principle of physics, but on a colossal and awe-inspiring scale. These winds act like a great conveyor belt. As they travel over the warm ocean waters, they pick up enormous amounts of moisture through evaporation. The air becomes saturated with water vapor. This invisible water is carried northward by the steady winds. When this moist air reaches the land, it is forced to rise. It might be pushed up by coastal mountains like the Western Ghats in India, or simply by the continued heating of the land itself. As the air rises, it cools down. This cooling is the key to unlocking the rain, the magical moment of transformation from gas to liquid. The cooling process is what creates the magnificent clouds we see. The water vapor in the rising air condenses around tiny particles like dust or salt. It turns back into microscopic liquid water droplets. Billions and billions of these droplets come together to form the towering dark clouds of the monsoon. These are cumulonimbus clouds, giants of the sky, full of energy and water. They are like massive floating reservoirs, carrying the ocean's gift deep into the continent. The sheer volume of water transported by these clouds is staggering, equivalent to many great rivers flowing in the sky above our heads. Finally, the rain is released. Inside the clouds, the tiny water droplets collide and merge, growing larger and heavier. When they become too heavy for the rising air currents to hold them up, they fall to the earth as rain. This process, known as precipitation, is the climax of the cloud's long journey. The first drops of the monsoon are a celebrated moment. The rain can be gentle and steady, or it can come in powerful, dramatic downpours. This is how the ocean's water completes its cycle, traveling hundreds of miles through the air to nourish a thirsty land, a perfect example of nature's intricate and life-sustaining systems at work. The monsoon does not arrive everywhere at once. It follows a predictable yet sometimes fickle path. The journey typically begins in late May or early June. The first place to welcome the rains is usually India's southern state of Kerala and the island nation of Sri Lanka. The arrival is a national event, tracked by meteorologists and awaited by everyone. From here, the monsoon splits into two main branches. One branch, the Arabian Sea branch, moves up the western coast of India. The other, the Bay of Bengal branch, sweeps over the bay and heads towards northeastern India and Bangladesh, bringing some of the heaviest rainfall in the world. As the monsoon progresses, it drenches country after country. In India, it is a slow northward march, reaching the capital Delhi by the end of June. The rains are vital for crops like rice, cotton, and sugarcane. In Bangladesh, a low-lying delta nation, the monsoon is a double-edged sword. It is essential for rice cultivation, which forms the backbone of its agriculture and feeds its large population. However, the sheer volume of water often leads to widespread flooding, a challenge the people have learned to live with and adapt to for centuries. Their lives are intricately woven with the rhythm of the rising and falling waters that the monsoon brings each year. The monsoon's reach extends further still. It brings crucial rainfall to Nepal and Bhutan, nestled in the Himalayas. Here, the rain feeds the rivers that are the source of hydroelectric power and irrigation for the valleys below. The lush green mountainsides are a direct result of this seasonal gift of water. To the west, Pakistan also receives monsoon rains, particularly in its eastern provinces of Punjab and Sindh. This rainfall is critical for the country's agriculture, replenishing the water in its vast canal irrigation systems that are fed by the Indus River. The health of the great river itself is tied to the monsoon strength and the melting of Himalayan glaciers. Daily life transforms completely during this season. The relentless heat gives way to cooler, more humid days. The sound of rain becomes a constant backdrop to life. Streets in bustling cities can quickly turn into temporary canals, causing traffic to slow down. In villages, children play in the puddles, and the pace of life becomes more relaxed, more indoor-focused. People change their diets, eating foods that are believed to be better for the humid conditions. The monsoon is not just a weather event. It is a season that reshapes the activities, the challenges, and the simple joys of daily existence for hundreds of millions of people across this vast and diverse region. For centuries, the arrival of the monsoon has been a cause for great celebration. It is a time of renewal and hope, and this is reflected in many cultural practices and festivals across South Asia. In India, festivals like Tej are celebrated by women, who sing and swing on decorated swings hung from trees, celebrating the greening of the landscape. It is a festival of joy, marking the reunion of the goddess Parvati with Lord Shiva, a story that mirrors the earth's reunion with the life-giving rain. These festivals are a beautiful expression of the deep cultural and spiritual connection people have with the natural world and its cycles. The monsoon has also been a powerful inspiration for art, music, and literature for thousands of years. Classical Indian music has special ragas, or melodic frameworks, that are meant to be sung only during the rainy season. These are known as monsoon ragas, like Raga Malhar, and they are believed to have the power to induce rain when sung correctly. Ancient poems and modern films alike use the imagery of rain to convey emotions of love, longing, and rebirth. The monsoon is not just in the fields and rivers, it is deeply embedded in the creative soul of the subcontinent, a powerful muse for artists of all kinds. However, the monsoon also demands respect and caution. The same rains that bring life can also bring destruction. Heavy downpours can lead to devastating floods and landslides, especially in mountainous regions and densely populated river plains. This is the other side of the monsoon's power. Communities have developed traditional knowledge over generations to cope with these risks, building homes on stilts or developing early warning systems based on the behavior of animals or the direction of the wind. This balance between celebration and caution, between embracing the gift and preparing for the danger, is a key part of the human relationship with the monsoon. Today, this ancient relationship is facing a new challenge: climate change. The patterns of the monsoon are becoming more erratic. The timing is less predictable, We are seeing more extreme weather events, longer dry spells followed by sudden, intense bursts of rainfall that the land cannot absorb. This variability threatens agriculture, water security, and human safety. Understanding these changes is one of the most urgent scientific tasks of our time. We must learn to adapt to manage our water resources more wisely and to protect the natural ecosystems that help regulate this great sky river, ensuring it remains a blessing for generations to come.